Good afternoon everyone, Philip from Blackpool Markets here. Hope you guys are doing well. I haven't done this in too long since the markets have been pretty quiet, but this week is looking very good. We've got a couple of currencies I want to take you guys through. We got 10 to be precise, and one of them is in fact Bitcoin, so a bit more of a long-term sort of analysis for that. But before I do get into the video, guys, do remember to give it a thumbs up at the end of it if you do like it. Also do click that subscribe button now and also the bell icon to get new notifications of whenever we do release new videos, which we will be doing in the near future. Alright guys, we'll dive straight into it. You can see I'm already looking here at the Aussie dollar Japanese yen. That's the 1 hour bar chart. You can see we've had this double top forming. If we go to the 4 hour, you can see it is sort of running in a channel. I'm sort of expecting a potential move inside of a channel here. So if it does break that multiple top, double top, we can look for potential moves to this trend line or the support level over here, which is not too far away, or resistance area rather. So it's, like I said, not too far away, and then we can look for potential moves to the downside. If it does break, we can see what happens after that. So just a double top here on Aussie Japanese yen on the 1 hour bar chart. The next one we're looking at is the CAD Japanese yen. Just find it over here. Here it is. So we've got this on the daily bar chart, bit of a triangle forming, looking for a break. So this will probably be, could be this week or potentially next week as well, just depending on how long it does consolidate in this triangle. So we are sort of on a bit of a downtrend at the moment. So we'll see what happens if it does. We're looking for potential moves to the downside, just because of the downtrend at the moment. But taking trades either way the direction depending on the break. Next one is Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, we've been looking at a couple of times. We have caught some good moves in Bitcoin using our head and shoulders we've had previously, and now we have seen it making this sort of flat bottom triangle that we're looking at. This is the daily bar chart in Bitcoin, a bit zoomed out, so technically if we do zoom in a bit, it's around about the weekly bar chart, but I've got it here on the daily. Looks quite nice. So you can see we can sort of trade it inside of this triangle as well. If you want to go on to the 1 hour or even the 4 hour charts, you can take potential trades moving inside of the consolidation. Do keeping in mind that it will sort of consolidate into a tighter squeeze, taking less movement until it does break out. So we are looking for potential moves to the either side, but as we know, these flat top or flat bottom triangles do tend to have a bias to the downside or to the side where the breakout is on the flat area. So for example, the flat area is on the flat bottom in this case. The next one to look at is the Euro Swiss franc, right over here. So we've got sort of, this is a 1 hour bar chart. We have got sort of a wedge forming to the upside, so we're looking for a potential move to the downside or even to the upside as well. At the moment, just because of the trend, we are looking at a possible move to the downside, but we'll see what happens. We could even sort of draw a channel, hopefully looking for moves inside of this channel when it does break this sort of wedge or pendant, whichever you prefer to call it. So this is a 4 hour bar chart as well. We have got this channel on the Euro Swiss franc. The next one we're looking at is the Euro US dollar. So here we've got a bit of a consolidation. This is on the 30-minute bar chart. We do have a break, so I mean it does look like it has a double top. Coming to the 1 hour, you can see it is a big uptrend, so I mean we will see what happens. This could just be a retracement. So usually on the shorter time frames like the 30 minutes and the 1 minute, 1 hour, and anything below that, you know, I usually try and keep the trade short and sweet, keeping in mind the larger trend. So it is usually this. You can see this impulse is sort of moving quite nicely in a channel between these two parallel lines. So if we do see a break to the downside, we could see a potential move to this channel, and then hopefully continuing to the upside, keep consolidating within these two lines. If it does break, we can look for strong moves outside of this pattern. The next one we're looking at is the pound Kiwi. So we've seen quite a lot of interesting moves in the Kiwi lately. So you can see here, this is a 30 minutes. We've got a bit of a flag, if you want to call it that, or a channel. I prefer, in my case, I just call it a channel. So you can see this is a 30-minute bar chart. We're looking for potential moves to the upside if it does break, but we will look to go down as well. As you can see, the pound Kiwi is in a very sideways consolidation at the moment, so moves either way, keeping in mind that it is, like I said, in a sideways consolidation. Look to manage your risk quite well in this case. Just make sure you are aware of this, let's call it, surroundings of the market. So always be aware of what's going on the larger time frames as well. So this was the Kiwi, the pound Kiwi on the 30-minute or the 1-hour bar chart, whichever one you prefer. Next one we're looking at is the New Zealand dollar and Japanese yen. So over here again we've got this channel moving to the upside against the trend at the moment. So we'll see what happens. You can see on the 1-hour, the daily time frame, you can see it as a big downtrend. We've had similar length moves retrace. So this we'll look for a break of this channel to determine which way we will look for potential trades or moves in any direction on the break. You can see it at the moment here on the daily. You can see it as sort of hitting a strong resistance area. So we could see a potential. I've made a video about this previously, how to continue following the trend, which is usually the better idea to do, unless you've got a solid backtested strategy on how to catch a falling knife. So you can see it did have this low we had retraced and then break through with a very strong candle, and yeah, you can see it's sort of retesting that zone here at 74.439. So that is the current level we're testing. So potential breaks to the downside, keeping in mind it is a downtrending market. So if it does bounce that line, we could see, or this area, we could see potential further moves to the downside, looking at this sort of low that we had previously as well at 72, around about 72.49. The next one we'll be looking at is the Kiwi dollar. So we have, there we go. So it's a 1-hour time frame. You can see it sort of has a double top we formed, and also inside of that you can see it has sort of made this wedge as well. So potential moves to the downside. These two patterns are giving a strong indication for that. But again, the trend on this scale is to the upside, so we'll see what happens with that. Also on the 4-hourly, we can see it as on a big downtrend. So I mean, and again, we've got that previous low retracement and a break past it, and now we've got that retest again. So we've got a lot of indications that would sort of give us a bias to the downside. But again, breaks we could look for any direction. Just again, keeping in mind that you need to have a good risk management alongside your trading strategy. And then again, next one we're looking at is the US dollar, Canadian dollar. So we've got this on the daily time frame, daily bar chart. You can see it has made this flag again, or a channel. So you can see it's keeping to it very nicely actually. So it also coming with this very strong uptrend. On the weekly, you can see it's sort of in a sideways moving consolidation, and again we could have a possible channel here on the weekly as well. Rather not, maybe perhaps just a wedge would do pretty well in this case as well. There we go, that looks a bit better. So you can see here it's sort of testing that area right now. So we'll look to see, hopefully if it does go past here. This is a key area that I'll be looking at. There's this sort of area just because of the lines crossing over here. So we'll see what happens. If it does go past here, keep in mind that we have this channel forming. So potential moves to the upside, keeping in mind again this this wedge that we have, it could continue on in that pattern on the higher time frame here on the weekly. So that was the US dollar CAD. And the last one we're looking at is the US dollar Swiss franc. So this is where you have got, again, similar situation as the previous ones. We had a low and a retracement, and then a breakthrough with a very nice strong candle. Now we've got the retest on that zone. So potential move to the downside if it does bounce. If it does break, look for a move to around about this area over here, which is 0.9864 for me. So it's just roundabout, guys. That's just, it's round about this area over here. So that is where we could look to for resistance. If it does break past, we could look for further moves. Again, keeping in mind that area over there has offered previous support back in July. So keeping that in mind as well. So this is a very strong area of resistance if it does happen to break through. If it does bounce, we can look for potential moves to the downside. You can see it is sort of also bouncing on a previous support level that offered back in May 2018 this year as well. So lots of sort of support and resistance area for this currency especially. We will look for moves between these two lines potentially, and more likely it'll stay between these two until it does break out. We could look for further stronger moves in any direction depending on the break. Alright guys, I hope you guys did enjoy that video. Just try to make it short and sweet for you guys. So like I said in the start of the video, give us a thumbs up if you did enjoy the video, and again, click that subscribe button, click the little bell icon to get notifications of whenever we do release new videos. If you guys want to get in touch with us, please do so. Our contact details will be provided down below in the link. The description of the video, or if you want to go on live chat, please do so. Go on blackbullmarkets.com, click the little green button at the top that says live chat, and we'll get back to you. Also, if you prefer to send us an email, please do so at support@blackbullmarkets.com, and we will get back to you as soon as possible. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your week. It is a very nice day here in New Zealand, so I hope it's similar for you guys wherever you are. And from everyone here at Black Bull Markets, enjoy the rest of your week and safe trading. Thanks for watching.